the Department of Defense, DoD, has initiated a sweeping review of library books across its schools, sparking controversy and raising concerns about censorship and the suppression of diverse perspectives. A leaked memo, obtained by The Guardian, reveals that the review specifically targets books related to gender or discriminatory equity ideology topics, a broad categorization that has ensnared a wide range of titles, including children's literature and edu. The list of books under scrutiny paints a concerning picture of the DoDTKS approach. It includes seemingly innocuous children's books such as *No Truth Without Ruth*, a picture book celebrating the life of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, aimed at children aged 4 to 8. This seemingly celebratory biography, focusing on a prominent female figure, is deemed problematic under the DoDTKS criteria, highlighting the SWE. Another title caught in the net is *Freckleface Strawberry*, also for 4 to 8-year-olds, a story about a young girl accepting her freckles, a seemingly straightforward tale of self-acceptance that somehow falls afoul of the DoDTKS undefined parameters of discriminatory equity ideology. Adding to the list is a book authored by acclaimed actress Julianne Moore, the specific title of which remains undisclosed in the initial reports, further emphasizing the broad scope of this review and the potential for unintended consequences. The DoD, in a carefully worded statement, defends the review as part of a larger examination of all instructional resources. This broader justification, however, doesn't alleviate concerns regarding the targeting of specific topics. The stated purpose of the review is to ensure alignment with President Trump's executive orders, namely, defending women from gender ideology extremism and ending radical indoctrination in K-12 schooling. These executive orders, themselves controversial and widely criticized for their vague and potentially discriminatory language, provide the framework for this expansive book review, leaving open the interpretation of what constitutes gender ideology. The ambiguity within these executive orders allows for a subjective and potentially biased application of the review process, leading to the arbitrary removal of books with little to no relation to the stated aims. The implications extend beyond individual book selections. Stars and Stripes, a military news outlet, reports that the review has led to the closure of student groups such as the Pride Club and Women in STEM, suggesting a broader crackdown on inclusivity and diverse representation within DoD schools. Further illustrating the potential chilling effect of this review, a DoD elementary school in Wiesbaden, Germany, removed a portrait of former First Lady Michelle Obama as part of its cancellation of Black History Month celebrations, a move that underscores the far-reaching and potentially damaging consequences of this initiative. A previous memo, initially reported by The Washington Post, offers further insight into the scope of the review. This memo specifically prohibited various teaching resources, encompassing entire books and even individual chapters. Among the banned materials was a chapter on sexuality and gender used in advanced high school psychology courses, suggesting a deliberate effort to restrict discussions of sexuality and gender identity. Also banned was an elementary school publication titled How Does Immigration Affect the U.S. Highlighting a broader attempt to limit discussions of social and political issues within the DoDTKS educational system. The list also included a novel about a transgender child, becoming Nicole *, underscoring the review's apparent targeting of LGBTQ+ themes and narratives. This targeted removal of specific books and chapters indicates a deliberate and systematic effort to shape the educational landscape within DoD schools, limiting exposure to certain topics and perspectives deemed unacceptable by the current administration. The cumulative effect of these actions raises significant concerns about intellectual freedom and the potential for biased and limited educational experiences for students within the DoD system. The lack of transparency and the broad, vaguely defined criteria employed in this review raise serious questions about the fairness and efficacy of the process, prompting calls for greater accountability and a reevaluation of the DoDTKS approach to education.